Hey, how's it going everybody? My name is NGS. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and welcome back to another installment of MATERIA Drop, the series where I go over all news related to upcoming Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, basically Square Enix titles, I guess. Still waiting on news for World Ends With You sequel, but don't think that's actually in the cards. Anywho, yesterday was the Uncovered Final Fantasy 15 event, as you guys know. I did a wrap-up video of my good friends Jamal and Ryan, and since then we've gotten a lot more information regarding Final Fantasy 15. Hajime Tabata has done a couple of interviews on it, and we've learned some really interesting things that should have been revealed during the event, but alas, they weren't, in favor of Audi car promotions and product placement. Yay. So we're going to dive straight into this with a little bit of a recap of some of the stuff that was unveiled after the event. We're going to go straight into this. All the news is aggregated by Nova Crystallis. I still to this day do not know which is which, and no one has corrected me thus far. But regardless of that, they do a really good job at aggregating all the Square Enix related news. And if you want to check out any of these articles, they're going to be down below in the video description. This was something that was actually revealed while we were recording the wrap-up video for Uncovered Final Fantasy 15, and that is the official Japanese box art. So you guys are looking at this right now. Overall, it's a box art. I don't know why people get boners over box arts. Me, myself, and I really don't, since it's going to stay on my shelf, and yeah, that's basically where it's going to be. So long as it's not terrible and extremely generic like a lot of these first-person shooter covers have been, I'm basically A-okay with it. But what I will say, though, is that this cover... I mean, going back to the whole chemtrails conspiracy theories, what is it about the dang car that makes it so freaking important? Like, it's got to be in everything. I guess Audi must have shelled out half the development budget to make sure you put that dang car in every single piece of media for Final Fantasy 15. But yeah, there's the box art featuring the 4 main Backstreet Boy protagonists, and we're going to go straight into the next bit of information, which was revealed last night after the pre-show. This is what a lot of people were waiting for. They were waiting for the price for the Deluxe Edition and Ultimate Collector's Edition. So as you guys know, the Deluxe Special Edition came with a steelbook case, came with Day 1 DLC, pre-order DLC, and it also, I believe, came with the Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15 prequel movie. All of that stuff is available in the Deluxe Edition for $89.99, and then the Ultimate Collector's Edition, which comes with the 192-page hardcover art book, 2 exclusive steelbooks, because, hey, the more the better, right? You also get the full complete set of the animated series. You get the movie, basically everything you got in the Deluxe Edition, and you also get a Noctis Player Arts Kai figure and even more downloadable content. All of that is going to retail for a whopping $270. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, these puppies are not cheap, especially considering the Ultimate Collector's Edition is exclusive to the Square Enix store. So any thoughts of getting a discount with Gamer Club Unlocked or using promotional credit, you're not going to be able to do that. And funny enough, the Collector's Edition, well, the Ultimate one anyway, is actually sold out on the Square Enix website. I think they sold out in just 15 minutes for the PlayStation 4 version anyway. I believe the Xbox One version is still available, but again, it might change as of the recording of this video. There is a wait listing for that, so if they decide that, hey, there were more copies that need to be made to justify the demand, like if they're going to pump out another 30,000, then you can be added to that wait list. But again, that is not a general rule of thumb. That is just if they feel that they want to produce more runs of this special edition, which I think that they should, considering that, you know, obviously people want to buy this thing, and you're basically going to make your money back just like that. If 30,000 units would sell out that quickly, I mean, come on now, that's just printing money, especially for a game with a 10-year development cycle. I was actually talking over this with a couple of my friends. Imagine if they made this Ultimate Collector's Edition and they included a demo for Kingdom Hearts 3. Only 30,000 people got a chance to play it. Comment down below, what would your reaction be to that situation? They included that demo, only 30,000 people could play it, and it sold out in 15 minutes. So yeah, there you go. The deluxe edition is still available for pre-order on Best Buy, Amazon, various websites. So you can still get a discount on it and snag it for around, I believe, $72 before shipping. If you do have, like I said, those discounts, Gamer Club Unlocked, Amazon Prime 20% off. Now let's move into a couple of new things that we learned about it. In regards to Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive, you guys know the upcoming animated CG movie featuring Sean Bean, Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, and Lena Headey. Unfortunately, if you thought that these actors were going to reprise their role in the actual video game, they will not. During the event, Sony Pictures and Square Enix revealed that these actors will voice these characters in the CG movie. While they're famous for such and such shows and they'll be a part of this project, they will not reprise their roles in the actual video game. This was confirmed on the official Final Fantasy 15 Twitter account. So that is pretty unfortunate. I do like when, they get certain people together. I like there to be continuity all across the board. So if you have an actor who's playing a character in a video game, if they can come back for a movie or an animated series, I just love that. But for whatever reason, they're not getting these guys back. Maybe they didn't want to be involved in a video game, which some actors don't want to be. Maybe they were already along in the voice acting process and they just contacted these guys for the movie. There are various reasons why these actors would not come back to reprise their roles. I'm thinking it's more of the latter, and they actually already recorded the English voice work for this game, and they just brought these guys on for the cinematic movie experience because they felt that if they bring these Hollywood actors, they'll be able to carry the movie and they can put star credits on the banners, and you get where I'm going with this. Business is business. But yeah, for those of you guys who were looking forward to it, they're not going to be in this. Next, moving right along, we have some news coming directly from the Twitter account. For those who were wondering if they were going to move forward with a PC version, yes, that was one of the things that everybody was saying that, if they're going to announce some surprises, it's got to be a PC version. Unfortunately, they did not. But we did learn something that basically, for the most part, it confirms that a PC version will happen. Final Fantasy 15 is running on DirectX 11 on the consoles. This is an exclusive version for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but there's a chance that they can test these things out on PC. If they went and they did a PC version, they would have to go back and rework a lot of the things, which is, like I said, a possibility. And when these companies talk about things like this and they get into the technical mumbo jumbo, you really have to read between the lines. No company, if they're not working on a PC version, they wouldn't come out and say, we will consider this later down the road. That basically means there's a PC version. And I'm going to tell you guys why a PC version is very, very likely. When we move into this next article here, and this is actually going to be our final one for the day. And this is actually something that can be, I guess, looked at as kind of somber. This is coming from Hajime Tabata, of course, the game director for Final Fantasy 15. He did an interview with Kotaku, and he was talking about the game and its history and its development. And, of course, the topic of the game's longevity, its lifespan, the development cycle came out, and he revealed some really interesting things that I, for the most part, predicted. He revealed that in order for Final Fantasy 15 to be profitable, Square Enix is going to need to sell 10 million copies of the game. 10 million copies, ladies and gentlemen. This is not some typo. This isn't 1.5 million. 10 million copies to break even for Final Fantasy 15. Now, like I mentioned before, this is a game that had a continuous 10-year development cycle. So that is millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars invested into this. And it's not just Final Fantasy 15. It's the Brotherhood anime, it's the Kingsglaive movie, it's all this other side stuff they got going on. So it makes sense why this game would have need to have a ridiculous investment to recoup. And it goes back to what I was saying before. Square Enix needs to make as much money as they can on this. And if that means product placement out the wazoo with card companies, then go for it. If it means Noctis is going to be the next Playboy model, well, in this case, Playgirl model, then hey, have at it, man. Just sell it across the board because you need to make your money back on this. And this is why I do believe a PC version is likely. As y'all know, PC games, for the most part, they tend to sell more than consoles. The developers tend to recoup their money more on PC than they do on consoles. Because if you release it on a digital platform, you earn more money. You do not have to pay retailers. You do not have to pay manufacturing costs. You just put it out on the platform. People buy it. People love it. And especially when you have examples like Alan Wake with Remedy. Remedy made back their entire PC developmental budget of Alan Wake in, I think, 48 hours. Just 2 days. Now, granted, the price for porting a game to PC as opposed to the price for releasing a game like this in its development, they're going to vary exponentially. But the fact that the PC is just such a lucrative platform that I think every developer should develop on. Not saying this is a fanboy of the system, it's just basic facts at the end of the day. Developers can make a lot more money on PC. I mean, look at CD Projekt Red. They made the majority of their money on The Witcher 3 on PC, and that game sold millions upon millions of units on the consoles. So, I think a PC announcement for Final Fantasy 15 is on the table. They've definitely discussed it. They're just probably waiting to see the console version sales, and seeing how long it would take them to get a proper PC version released, because it isn't as easy as a lot of people say. It's like, oh, just put it on PC, it's going to be great. No, there's a lot of optimization you have to do. You have to make sure it's not a lazy port. It definitely goes a lot goes into these PC ports more than a lot of people. You know, I want them to take their time onto this. I want them to go balls to the wall and make sure this is a competent port, something that isn't Dark Souls. You know, I want it to be really, really good on the system. So somewhere down the line, I'll be able to buy it and play the game at 4K resolution. I got to upgrade my PC first in order to do that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was this week's episode of Materia Drop. We learned a lot of interesting things about this. I'm probably going to do another one of these episodes in the next couple days, considering, you know, Final Fantasy 15 is hype-worthy again. Yay! And Hajime Tabata will probably do more interviews on that. Anyway, from me to you for now, my name is NGS, signing out. What do you think about this series? Let me know down in the comment section, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.